I mean, you called Trump gaudy-like yesterday, and if you take classified state secrets out of the boxes and you put body parts in it, it's no less dramatic, right? I mean, this was someone who was in charge of driving the boxes with the contraband in them. It is haunting to me how he says, yeah, there was this white-haired tall guy I would later learn was the attorney who ends up turning over his notes to Jack Smith's prosecutors. I mean, this was so many touch points to the criminal conduct, both the mishandling and the very, very deliberate intent to obstruct.
Yeah, well, this is a first-hand witness to, as you said, both the retention part of the case, retaining classified documents, also obstructing the investigation, and even the dissemination, because he overhears the talking about this to somebody who clearly should know about it. I have to say,
the Australian
exactly,
yeah.
My reaction though to all of this is it's a huge indictment of our judicial system. We're all listening to this. It's riveting. That's what a trial is supposed to be. You know, Donald Trump should have his day in court to be able to cross-examine all of this, but the public is entitled to not just hear from Mr. Butler, but everyone. You know, the Supreme Court of the United States that is putting a stay needlessly on the D.C. case, and Judge Cannon, don't get me started. You know,
no,
it's clearly is not going to have this trial. And that is why you have him speaking. In some ways, they say, thank God he's speaking. Normally, a prosecutor would be like, I do not want my witnesses to be doing this. You can't prevent them, but it's not a good thing. In this case, my reaction is this is the only way the public's going to learn it. And that's really not right. The public has a right to have a speedy trial, to hear the evidence. And so it's great that this interview happened. He seems very credible, but they're entitled to the whole story, to Butler and everyone else. And it really tells you about what the judicial system is doing and closing down accountability. And so this is the forum where we can have some account of what happened, but it's not really enough. It's not what is really the way that we decide things in the United States is when there's a dispute is you have trials and facts and law should matter. So that's sort of my main reaction to this is about, Judge Cannon has a lot to answer for.